trick of the devil that it shall appear.
Welcome, guys, back to Striker's Playland. Where we left off, we bought the parcel here. Agreement with the neighbors was we would install this wooden fence. So we've installed it on the front portion or along the side where the ball field is. Put a wire fence around the back. If you look up here, you see the neighbor's crawler loader. I think he's got an engine problem, so we're going to have to help him out. There's our excavator, our Volvo 300. We're going to use that later, but for now, we had to rent these two trucks to spread gravel on our driveway, because as you can see, it was already a dirt path back there, but with the amount of traffic we're going to have going in and out, that'll rut out way too easy. So we're going to use a technique, back spreading. It's utilized so that you can dump, pack, and spread at the same time without having to rut out the dirt material. That's how you know a trucker knows what he's doing. It's a technique generally used for driveways. So we'll go ahead and pack it on the way out here. As you can see, we're working against the clock here on daylight. We use the Blue Crew dump trucks here. We rented them for the day. Just got a couple tons of stone from the local quarry. Again, this is just going to be the construction entrance. So, fat fingered it. All right, let's get back in there. So again, we're literally just going to be putting this down temporarily. We'll make it look pretty later. So again, we're going to back spread our second load, get it on back there. And as you can see, we have our case bulldozer back there in the field. We've leased that for a month just to get this done and to help do the building pad preparation for our workshop. So we're going to go back here, going to jump in the case bulldozer here. We're going to level and compact that gravel a little bit more. Over there it looks nice. And we'll go ahead and start making preparations to remove some soil, the sublayer of this building pad back here. And we'll touch on that here momentarily. So for now, let's watch the striker at work here, spreading some stone, making it look good. I do like this bulldozer. I like the texture on it. I'm a Caterpillar fan myself. Case was, it's making a comeback though. So, all right, and as you can see, we're digging that sublayer for our building pad, 6 inches for stone, 6 inches for concrete, so a foot down. We're may go a little bit lower than that, but we'll level it out later. But here we are on the 300 Volvo, getting it done, dual joysticks. The Striker's awesome excavator skills at work. It's going to take us quite a few loads, but the good thing is here we're going to make money because we're doing this for us. But the local golf course contacted the Striker and said, hey, we have a pond we need filled in because our golfers keep slicing it. They need to play more on the Wii and practice because their balls keep going in the pond here. So they asked the Striker to fill in the pond up here, which works out for us because we're getting paid to remove our own dirt and fill in their pond. So it's making that work on both sides. So this way here we're not paying out of pocket. So we're going to use the same backfill technique. We're going to dump it in here, back it up. Again, I speed this up. This is hours of gameplay that I reduced down to minutes. So let's watch this beautiful truck do its thing. As you can see, it's filling in, backing up, and it takes quite a few loads. If I had to guess, it's going to take, in the game, over 500 to 700,000 units is what I'm going to call it, of soil. We'll just say yards to fill in this little pond. But as you can see, it's got a little bit of depth to it. We're going to only show you maybe 2 loading cycles because that's you can't take but so much awesomeness of the Striker loading these trucks. So you see me do a phenomenal job loading this, turning and burning. We are making that, as I say, cold hard cash. The Striker likes cash. I don't like cards. I like to feel that money. All right, so let's load it up. We'll takes about 6 scoops to fill up the truck. So as you can see, we're just going to dig out this sub layer here, bring in that case crawler loader, or a bulldozer, excuse me, and flatten it out, and then compact it. And then we're gonna bring in a crew to haul the stone and do the foundation. The striker doesn't do that, so we're not set up for it yet. Maybe a little bit later we may, but for now we're gonna contract that out. So here we go. We're filling up this truck. We're gonna get it down the road and fill that pond in. Man, that's awesome. And this truck gets very muddy coming in and out of here. I actually had a snippet that I was pressure washing the trucks, but it made the video entirely too long. So, you know, like any great director, the striker had to minimize it and cut it out of the final production. But, you know, yeah, I think my son was jumping around on my lap, so it caused me to jerk the steering wheel a few times there. But, all right, so we're going to bring this back up here, do the same unloading technique. We'll speed this up, get some cool audio. I don't know, whatever I find on the World Wide Web to fill up this blank noise here. So enjoy the video. We'll check back in with you in a moment, and let me know what you think. Uh-oh, wait for it. I knew I wanted to show you this clip. Oh my god. This is how we generally load the trucks. We don't really go from the side. We tend to go from the back, extend the boom out. I like to load from the tandem, the rear tandem axles, and go forward. That's what I like to do. I don't really like going from the front to the back, because then you start with all the weight on the truck. So here, put the weight towards the rear of the trailer and move it up to the truck. Not really sure what I want the name to be yet, because obviously calling the company the Striker, that's not a good company name. So we may go with Strikers Grading and Hauling LLC, or Strikers General Contracting, which is probably what we'll go to. We'll probably do Strikers General Contracting, because we're not just going to be dirt movers or clearing land and things of that nature. We're going to do different projects, like we said before. For the town, we're going to try and get a contract with the town or a city, and get on with them, and we'll do all these little projects around town.
Several song-filled hours later.
Alright, so we fast forwarded. You get to see that it's finally full. So we're going to bring our case bulldozer up there, kind of flatten it out. I will say that grading in this game is hard. You're never going to get it perfectly smooth. So if you just get like slight bumps, you call it good. But so we go out here, we've bladed it off. The truck did really well in compacting it, so I really didn't have to do a whole lot with the dozer, but we're going to run it over, we're going to compact it, get a good soil compaction rating on it, make sure that the management at the golf course is happy, and then we're going to let them seed it and fertilize it because the striker's not set up for that yet. We'll have to maybe a little bit down the road, but I'm going to be doing some reviews coming up on the different type of equipment we use. Why I chose the ones I did, and we'll go from there. Alright, so let's get this bad boy loaded up, take it back to the house. We'll call this good. We'll get our invoice into the golf course and get paid. And then we got to turn around and pay the contractor to do our workshop. So, alright, but hope you liked the video. Reach out to us. Let us know what you think. We'll check you later.
That's all, folks.